great show. Today we have a really special guest, the one and only Oprah.
Hey, thanks for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, in fact, my name is Orpa Gay Winfrey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but people mispronounce it regularly, so Oprah stuck. I have done different things in my life. I am an actress, a philanthropist. I used to have my own talk show from 1986 to 2011, and afterwards I have my own TV network, the Oprah Winfrey Network, and my network raised around 15 million for charitable programs, including girls' education in South Africa, and relief to the victims of Hurricane Katrina. You remember Hurricane Katrina?
Oh,
yeah. And I'm also a dedicated activist for children's rights, and I campaign for Democratic presidential hopeful Barack Obama.
Oh, yeah.
And was my first campaigning for a political candidate. For all of that, I became the first African American woman to be honored for the Golden Global Award for the Lifetime Achievement. So yeah.
Oh.
And you know, it was really difficult for me to be in the place I am now and to be the person which I became, because I grew up in really poor conditions.
That's sad.
Yeah, with a lot of discrimination and lack of opportunities. So, and my mom got pregnant very young, and when I was around 6 years old, my mom gave birth to my sister Patricia, who was put up for adoption because she was having difficulty raising both daughters. And also for that reason, my mom sent me to live with my dad, who was a businessman in Nashville, Tennessee. And years later, my brother Jeffrey, born, but he died prematurely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that.
Thank you. And he died because of AIDS-related causes. Yeah. So I moved with my father in Nashville. My father made me put my education as a priority. I remember my father saying to me that you can bring Sis in this house because you are not a Sis student. If you were a Sis student, you could. Because I'm not trying to make you do or be anything you can't be. And that's what we expect in this house. And that's all. That helped me to be an honors student at that time. And I also won an oratory contest that which secured my full scholarship in Tennessee State University. And since that moment, my life changed, and my career also in a very optimistic way.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
So, Oprah, can you tell us, when did you realize that you have the skills in interview that got you better than anybody else's?
Well, I never thought that I was better than anybody else's, but what I do think I have, and that is really uniquely my own, is my ability to connect with the audience. Because my my skill comes not from my interviewing ability. My skill comes from my listening ability, and my skill comes from me knowing that I am not different than the audience. So yeah.
That's really nice.
Thank
To think like that. And now, Oprah, can you tell us a little bit more about the childhood that you were in?
Yeah. Well, I was raised on a farm with my grandmother the first 6 years of my life,
Okay.
and I was living in really poor conditions with no running water, with no electricity at all, and
That's good.
I knew somehow that my life would be different, that it could be better, but not for a place of arrogance, but from a place of knowing that things could be different for me. So since I was a child, I knew that it will be better for me, this life, that it will be so different.
Oh, so you were like, I know I'm poor, I don't have water, but I know that someday I will break through and make things happen.
Yeah. I knew it. I don't know how, but I knew it.
So now, Oprah, after that sad story about your childhood, can you tell us how your broadcasting career started?
Well, yeah. By the time I was 3, I was reciting speeches in the church.
In the church?
Yeah. So anytime people came over,
Uh-huh.
I recite Bible verses and poetry. And by the time I was 7, I was doing Ernest Henley, and so at the time I was saying, I don't know what I was talking about, but I do all the motions, and people used to say, "Ooh, that girl can speak," and
That girl can speak.
and whatever you do a lot, you get good at doing it, and that's just about how all those whole broadcasting career started.
Oh, so now can you tell us what is the thing that Oprah is most proud of?
Yeah, I think the thing I'm most proud of reminds me when I've done my school in South Africa. I already told you.
Africa.
Yeah, and it was in 2007. And I remember when I started the school, I said to a close friend that I am really proud of this school, and that this is gonna be my greatest legacy. So in that moment, I was really nervous. I was really excited for the thing I've done.
Oh, that's nice. So can you tell us, me and the audience, what was the secret of the success of the Oprah Winfrey Show?
Yeah, well, the secret of the success of this show for 25 years is that people from all over the world could see themselves in me.
Yeah.
They could see themselves in me. And because I understood that there are really no difference between me and the audience, that we are the same. So the audience were really connecting with me. So I think that's the secret.
That's true. When you're a host, you are the mirror of the audience. The audience, it has to be transmitted on you, so you
Yeah.
have to make that effort. Oprah, can you tell us, do you miss the show? Do you miss being in this seat, interviewing people?
No, I don't. I don't miss the show. What what I miss is the people. You know, the people, because what I did every day
Yeah.
is have my own after show. So I talked with the audience probably for half an hour or 40 minutes after every show, and you know that became my favorite part of the day, talking with the audience
Yeah.
and know about her lives and them lives.
Yeah, that's when you connect with the people. It's really awesome to see the reaction.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious about what was or what has been the worst thing that Oprah Winfrey has ever experienced.
The worst thing. Well, when I was 9, I was raped
Great.
by a cousin. Yeah. And then later, I was sexually molested by our uncle. No, sorry, by a friend of the family,
Oh yeah.
and then by an uncle.
Man.
So it was ongoing, continuous thing that I started to think that this is the way life is, you know. And I never told anybody until my late 20s. So yeah, that part of my life was really hard for me. It was hard.
I believe so. You were raped.
Yeah.
And in your life, what are the most important things to you?
It's helping girls. Yeah, because I was a poor girl and I know what that feels like. And I know that when you change girls' life, you're not only changing hers, but you change her entire community. And so saving girls around the world is really important to me. Educated girls and women, it feels like a natural thing for me.
Yeah, like for example, your school in South Africa,
Yeah.
that made a huge difference in there.
In the education of
Yeah.
that country, yeah.
Oprah, when you received that Golden Globe, you know, what was happening in Oprah's head?
Well, I did a powerful speech
Oh, we know that.
emphasizing the importance of a free press and the power of speaking the truth in a culture broken by brutally powerful men. So that was all really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oprah, can you tell me what is Oprah's Winfrey's future?
Well, I'm going to continue acting. I'm going to continue developing shows that speak to the humanity or the people in a way that makes them do better and live better, and let them know that they are important and meaningful in the world. That's all.
Thank you very much, Oprah. You know, I admire you. You're a person to admire, and everybody should be like you. You fight for the girls' futures, and you're a person of admiration. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And that's it for today.
Thank you.